Hi everyone! Okay, so today I am doing my favorite Canadian cosmetic products. Canada actually has quite a bit of cosmetic companies, and I just wanted to make a video to pay homage to them and to show you what products that I like the most from them. Most of them are probably not available in the United States. Some of them are. Some of them are available online. And yeah, so I just made a list, so if you see me looking down, I'm just kind of, referring to my list so I don't forget to talk about anything. But some of the products, or some of the companies are Annabelle Cosmetics, Liz Wautier, Kohl Cosmetics, Joe Fresh Cosmetics, Cover FX, Yaby Cosmetics, Lit Cosmetics, and then like one that you guys probably all know is Cargo, Cake Beauty, which is, I think, is kind of like a new line that's at Sephora. They have really cute packaging, and everything's kind of like sweet based. They have like some like powder shampoos, I think they're called. Fusion Beauty, Marcel, Neostrata, which is basically just skincare. And then we all know MAC used to be Canadian. It was started out of Toronto, but now, of course, it's owned by Estee Lauder. However, a lot of my cosmetics is still made in Canada, I've noticed. And Elizabeth Arden was actually a Canadian who moved to the United States, and then she started her cosmetic company then. Anyway, let's get started. So the first cosmetic line that I'm going to start with is Annabelle. So Annabelle is a drugstore product. They have usually in most of our drugstores, I think I know in BC, it's available at Rexall and Superstore, Shoppers Drug Mart. There's quite a few places. I'll have the link in the bottom bar where you can purchase it. And if you're an American, you can actually order it by phone, and you see all their products on their website, and then you can order it via the phone number that they provide, also in the link below. So the first products that I'm going to show, I actually was sent them by Annabelle. However, I did purchase one of them myself here. So I originally purchased this Smudgepaint in Tar, which is like a black, it's like a gel liner, and then you can also use it as a base. So it's supposed to be like, yeah, smudgeable eyeshadow. It's pretty interesting. I have a blog post about it, which I'll also link below. And it comes in 5 different colors. So there's black, blue, kind of like an eggplant color, and then a copperish, and then a matte brown. So there's quite a few of the colors. And they actually have quite a good lasting power. I've worn them as bases and as eyeliner, and I haven't had an issue with them throughout the whole day. So they're one of my favorite products from Annabelle. And the second products that I have here are their Smoothie eyeshadow pencils. I actually really like these because you can actually use them, they're opaque enough that you can use them as an eyeshadow, and they dry, so they're not like a creamy NYX kind of pencil. So you can use them as a base, or you can use them actually as an eyeshadow, and they do last all day, and I haven't had an issue with them creasing either. And all this being said, I've been using a eye primer as well with it. So these were also provided to me by Annabelle to try out, and I am obsessed with these 2 colors here. This is just kind of like a general base color, and then this one here is also like, because I wear a lot of black smoky eyes, so I really like to use that as a base. So the rest of the products I've actually purchased myself from Annabelle. First one here is a quad here, and you can actually custom select your own shadows. So usually the deal is if you buy 4 single eyeshadows, you get the case free, I think. That's how it was at Shoppers anyways. And you can't find these at every single Annabelle stand. However, there are random stands that do have these. So I have these colors here, and this is actually one of the most beautiful blues I have. This is probably like my favorite go-to shimmery blue. Like this one here is actually like a dupe of Trax, MAC Trax, and it's pretty much identical to it. The next item is the Annabelle Smoothliner, which is like a long-lasting waterproof liner, and I would actually compare this to Urban Decay's 24/7 liner, except in Zero, except this one is actually like a deeper black. I find that Zero isn't black enough for me. This is a deep black, and this lasts for a long time. I've been wearing it on my waterline, And also because my eyes here, I've been wearing it in the corners of my eyes to prevent all the shadow from washing away, and it works excellent for that. Another eye product from Annabelle are their Kohl liners. So I have like a ton of colors because they're very affordable pencils, especially when they're on sale. And they have like, I don't know, like 20 or 30 different colors of eyeliner. So it's like the biggest selection in our drugstores. Now moving on to lip pencils. So they have like a ton of different colors. I only have 2 of these ones in their traditional lip liner pencil. So the next products are also lip liners, and these ones are their waterproof lip liners. They don't have a big color selection in these, however I hope they do soon because I find that they're very creamy and they're also long lasting. So they're extremely smooth to apply, where I find the other ones can be slightly hard if they're not warmed up. So these are those. And last from Annabelle are their lipsticks. My favorite lipsticks from them are their Rouge Velour lipsticks. Right now I am wearing Sienna, which is like this beautiful orange color. And Honeycomb is my hands down absolute favorite of all time nude lipsticks because this is actually my lip color pretty much, except for enhanced. So I wear like this one, and then sometimes I wear Viva Glam too, so I kind of alternate throughout days whenever I'm wearing like kind of like my nude lip. So those are my favorite Annabelle products. So now we're on to Les Wattier. It's another drugstore brand, and so I have 2 other products here, and this one you've probably seen before in other videos. It is the Portfolio Correctors. So these ones here. So it comes with like a lavender and a green. I don't really use the green too much. I use more yellow to correct redness, and this green I think is meant to correct redness, but I do use the lavender. I've tried the lavender out and it does really highlight. I've been using this for a couple weeks, you know, here and there, and a little really goes a long way. Like this would probably last forever. A lot of people complain that it's drying. However, I find that with drying concealers, the best concealers are usually pretty dry. You can mix them with your foundation, or you can mix them with a little bit of moisturizer and stuff to make it less dry. And the second product from Les Wattier that I've had for a while that I actually quite like is their Metamorphix Liquid Transformer here. This product here is kind of like MAC's mixing medium here, whereas you can take like a powder eyeshadow or a loose pigment or something and you can mix that in with it, and it actually creates like a long-lasting like eyeliner. So, you know, for all of you that don't have a MAC nearby or anything like that, or a pro store nearby, and you can't get your hands on the mixing medium easily, you can easily go to like Shoppers Drug Mart or wherever carries Les Wattier and pick up this, and it's like just as good. So the next products I'm going to talk about are from Quo. Quo is a brand that's exclusive to Shoppers Drug Mart, which is a major drugstore chain here in Canada, and they carry like all sorts of cosmetics. You know, I've heard that their powder foundations are really are excellent. However, they don't make them dark enough for my skin tone, and I've also heard really good things about the primer that they have. However, the products that I do know, this right here are the Quo lashes, and the Quo lashes are so comfortable. These are perfect for just like enhancing my own lashes here. This is a brand new pack, and I just completely destroyed my last pair, so I had to pick up a new one to show you guys. Anyways, I've been using Quo lashes like kind of like on a regular day kind of basis and stuff for years. I also do like the wispies and stuff, but I find that they're like overly dramatic, and if I want to wear, you know, like a look, you know, like an everyday look, kind of like a no makeup look, or just kind of like this look, and I don't want it to be overpowered and stuff, and then I use these lashes here. They're really comfortable. I can wear them all day and I don't even notice. And other products from Quo that I really like are their brushes. Yeah. So their brushes, they come in like a variety of different ones. You know, they have like a lot of different kinds of face brushes. So they have this here, which is, this one here is a really, really old one, powder brush. It kind of sheds, so I don't really use it too often anymore. I more use it for effects makeup. And then they have this duo fiber brush here, which they call a bronzing brush, and I really like this one. This one is a nice big brush, and it's great for like applying like cream blushes and bronzers and anything like that. I don't have an issue with shedding with that one. And then they have this foundation brush, this precision foundation brush as they call it, which is just like a tapered one. This is kind of like an A design brush, but yeah, this is like really good for, I use it at school or, you know, in my kit and stuff for highlighting and contouring with cream foundations. And then they have this fan brush, which I use every single day for removing fallout. And then here's a contouring brush, which is fantastic for, yeah, contouring the face with. That's what I use it for. Then they have this fantastic concealer brush. I actually really like this concealer brush because it's large. I'm not a huge fan of little tiny concealer brushes unless it's like for concealing blemishes, but if it's like anything under eye or anything like that, I prefer to use something a little bit more substantial. And then they have all these eye brushes here. So they have the traditional flat shading brush. They have like this doe foot brush here. Then they have this brush here, this crease brush they call it. I actually just use this one for highlighting in the inner corners of my eyes. That's all I ever use it for. And I have like 50 brushes that I use just for one specific purpose. I don't have a multi-purpose brush. Then they have the smudge brush here, which I really, really like. It's much softer than I find than the Sigma or the MAC one, and it's really good because if you're like smudging underneath your eyelid, you know, you don't want anything too rough, otherwise it's just going to irritate the skin. And then they have, of course, the angled liner brush, and this one here I use every single day for my eyebrows. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about Joe Fresh Cosmetics. If you watch any Canadian people doing hauls, you've probably seen them haul like Joe Fresh nail polish and things like that, or their lipsticks or lip gloss. I do have a few of their items, and I actually, one of the first items I purchased was this Joe Fresh pressed powder. I purchased it because a lot of their products seem kind of olive toned to me, and I really like that. So I picked up this one here, and this one is in medium. And I actually love this one for just like setting powder. So this one I believe was only $8, so it was like a steal because I didn't have a powder at the time, so I went to the Superstore and purchased it, and yeah. Okay, and so the second one, which like the lid fell off of it, are their eyeshadows. I have 3 of their eyeshadows, and this one here by far is like my favorite. It's called Peacock. And of course, when I was on my teal spree, yeah, it was like the go-to. So I think this is a matte shadow, which I am impressed with, having bright colored mattes. I love it when companies do that. Anyway, so those products are only available at Superstore and Loblaws and what's the other ones? I can't remember the names of Extra Foods, those kinds of stores. Cover FX. So this is a relatively new one that I discovered recently. I've seen Cover FX everywhere, you know, like at IMATS, and, you know, heard people talking about it, and I never really tried out their products until finally I decided to go and pick one up. So Cover FX here, this is their like original kind of foundation. This is their, what is it called? Cover FX Foundation Concealer. So I guess you can use it as both. I guess it was like originally started for medical use, you know, to cover up any scars and things like that. It has a really nice finish. I apply it with just the Sigma Kabuki brushes, like the flat top Sigma Max or Sigmax brushes. And it applies a little bit more sheer than if you were to use like the sponge that's included with it. So I just do that. For all you pros out there, it's great for your kit because you can also get 40% off with a pro discount. So it's good for the, nice for the kit. So other products that you may have seen around YouTube are Yaby. So I have 2 other palettes here. One of them is a eyeshadow palette, which is this one here. This is the Best of Both Worlds palette here. So it has like some mattes, and it has like some like the really shimmery stuff. It has some satin ones, some bright colors, some neutrals. I decided to invest in this one because yeah, I thought it would be really great to include in my kit. I've tried out some of the colors and I'm actually really impressed by them. I guess you could compare it to like those 88 palettes or 120 palettes or something like that, but I actually find that these ones are more pigmented than the actual 88 and 120s. So the other 88 and 120s are a little bit chalky, whereas these ones are a little bit more creamy, I find. You can also purchase them individually and do like custom palettes as well. Like this one here, I have a blush palette here, and this one here is a custom palette. So I chose all these eyeshadows at IMATS. I got both of them at IMATS. I got this one at IMATS Vancouver and this one at IMATS LA, so I got a bit of a discount with them. I think it was probably like, I don't know, maybe $40 off or something like that when I purchased them. Another one of my favorites that I recently discovered is Yaby Cosmetics. This is like a glitter superstore online for any size glitter, any colored glitter. Yeah, they have different sizes, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, where 1's the finest and then 4 is like the largest. You can find them in some stores in Canada as well. So this one here is like this beautiful green, but it has like a blue and a pink kind of iridescence to it. So I can't wait to try this one out. I don't use glitter too often. However, a glitter with a duochrome steals my heart. So Yaby Cosmetics. So that is my favorite Canadian products. They have like a huge line of products and everything. These are products that I've tried and tested and I really like them. You know, I've been using some of these for like years, and I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, like I know that a lot of Canadians complain about shipping rates and everything like that. Like, check out these websites, see what they have to offer and everything, because yeah, I think that the selection in Canada is actually pretty good. And for all you people not in Canada, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what is available here. So I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. What you guys may not know about YouTubers is that underneath all of this is a pair of pajama pants.